Okay, so Chas Hashem, I had the opportunity to learn a little bit of Likutei Moharan, Rebbe Nachman of Breslov, Simcha. People don't know this is enough about Rebbe Nachman. Maybe they do if they're really curious, but he was very much into Bekias and learning Kol Torah Kula. He had a whole cheshbon of how to do it, how to accomplish it, and part of that Bekias was to finish Shas. And there's no one greater at getting Shas done than the Daf Yomi Rebbe. They call him Daf Yomi Rebbe. He's a Meir Shapiro. You heard of Meir Shapiro? He built Yeshiva in Lublin. And this right now, Stefansky is giving over the Daf Yomi from across the Tov Tower of Meir Shapiro. His whole shir right now, he's discussing about how we wouldn't have the Daf Yomi films for Meir Shapiro, and then all the Breslovers who have the Daf of learning the Likutei Moharan, the Likutei Halachos, they also now have ability within those beautiful collections of Torahs of Rebbe Nachman of Simcha, and they have also the collection of Torah of the Daf Yomi, so we can learn Shas in a systematic way. And the beautiful thing is, it's not just obviously Breslov, it's everybody. Since we're learning Rebbe Torah now,
who's the lecturer in Lublin?
He's of Eddie Stefansky. He's the best Daf Yomi shir there is, in my opinion.
He's got
it's the largest one now as well. In my opinion, it's the best. Like I've done a lot of Daf Yomi shirim, OU and Moshe Weiss, and all the big Rabbanim, amazing shirim. But for me personally, it works the most Eddie Stefansky. One, because it's on YouTube, so it's easy to access. Two, it's the effort in the koiches and the energy he's put into updating it for our generation with AI and graphics and videos and organized it and explaining it. So it's not just listening to the daf, but you're actually visualizing all the different sugyas, and he has a geschmack of energy and a geschmack of people come. Even Nissan Black was there one day, because I'm doing tours right now in Nissan Black. He was just the night before in Albany, and tonight he's in Onato. I don't even know how to say Wanantano University, somewhere upstate New York. And next week he's in Queens, and he's doing a whole bunch of other events around America, Baruch Hashem. And he came to a Stefansky shir, he did a song with him. People are like alive towards the Daf Yomi in his
I've seen the song.
Yeah. And one of my friends is the videographer for that, and it's just amazing that people have the opportunity to learn Pashtus Torah, to learn, and that was what Rebbe Nachman was talking about here. The idea, Devuka Borebu Limud Pashata Araisa, that you have to learn the Pashata, the simple Torah. At the end of the day, you can learn all the Kabbalah and Pneumius.
What would the chance be that today out of all days, first time in a long time, that I learned Daf Yomi?
Oh, look at that. Is that all your Svarim there?
No, I don't know who those are.
But that looked great.
I just
I was looking at that and I was like, wow, Ari, it's really chazek. People like suddenly have a chizzuk. He's got a pile of Svarim open up, ready to learn.
I don't know if I should close them or not.
Probably should, but it's a segula to not forget your learning, to close the safe afterwards. But anyway, the point is that learning the simple Torah, as they call it, the clear Torah, this is connected. Talmud Babli is Bechinas Emuna. That was the last thing we learned. Menascha b'leilas v'choshech kra laila. We said the night is darkness. So when you're learning Talmud Babli, you're tishma. You're learning instead of tachazi kamsi like the Zohar. You're learning to toshima. Come listen. Listen is an Indian of Emuna, because you're not seeing it. You're listening. You're looking out for it. So what Stefansky does, bringing it alive visually, is like a whole other level of Talmud Babli, but he's bringing it to light. But the point is that it has to go the kind of Torah that wakes us up and renews our avodah and gives us strength, so we're no longer tired. We wake up the day with frish kai. And that was basically the last points we learned of Zezraka. We mentioned this concept of Zraka. Do you remember the word Zraka?
I'm not sure where we are.
It says Zraka. It was Zrak thrown to the place in which it was taken. So he explains Zraka as going back to the shorish, going back to the root. And that's something Rebbe Nachman was the Tzaddik emes in terms of bringing Am Yisrael back to its shorish. Especially when you're learning Shas, the Fi Rebbe Nachman. If you see sometimes he gives Perishim of Agadah Gemara, he's giving you the shorish of what Chazal is saying. And usually we learn it with a humility that we don't know what it's talking about. We learn it because we have a mitzvah of Talmud Torah. But we don't really understand the depths of that Galata. Comes Rebbe Nachman and shows you the shorish of the Galata, how deep it is. And he's doing that here as well, with the concept of Talmud Bavli and learning. And he says, Chachma is Tachaya, it gives you life. Mekablim Mo Ponim, it's Derech Emuna, Nikras Malchus. Okay. So I think that's where we got to. The idea of Malchus and Yerushalayim. Did we do this? I'm trying to just remember. Yeah, I think we did. Baruch Hashem. We covered the whole. So we did the whole of Lamed Hey and Sif Hey. So I think we need to go weiter. I'm not sure if we actually finished it. I think in the middle, Sunny Marv came. So I think we. Yeah, I think we were around here. And the number of aspects of the light of the face. Let's do that. Yeah. Where are we in Hey? I think we should start at the beginning of Hey. Let's go. Ika hamochin shekabel ayidei Emuna. The main kind of mochin you're going to receive is going to come. Mochin means like consciousness. Is going to come through Emuna. And it's only going to come through what? The light of the face. This is a big nakuda, by the way, in Rosh Hashanah, Elul, the whole idea of Melech B'Sadeh. It says, "O Pnei Melech Chaim." We're all davening for life, and the David Hashem, Uri, Hashem is my light. And we're seeing this again and again, this concept of light and Chaim, and the Melech B'Sadeh, the Pnei Melech is the face, and that's where we get our Mochin. Rosh Hashanah is a time also where you get new Mochin as well. You understand that the Shorish, once again, the root of life goes through Chochmah. Chochmah is Chaim. And the Chochmah is the Shorish is coming down on, specifically Rosh Hashanah is the Chag of Chochmah. Yom Kippur is more the Chag of Bina, and Sukkot is Das. But the concept is that Rosh Hashanah is the Reisha, it's the initial spark, as we learn in Chassidus, and this is bringing down this Or Pnei Melech Chaim. And this time of year is very connected to this Torah we're learning now. And it's also very tali on Emuna. Chaim, life is what? Hamochin. It comes from the Mochin. You have to realize that the chiyas of a yid, of a Jew, comes through his expanded consciousness and new Mochin. It's hard to translate. How's he? Brain power? I don't know.
This is now the main mentalities.
Mentalities. Okay, that's also good. Mentality, having the right mentality. And as it's written, and with wisdom you will live. We said before that you're going to get this Chochmah from the light of the face, and this is through the way of Emuna. And Nikres Malchus. Okay, good. So we were touching already last week, and we're reading it again. The idea that Emuna and Malchus, this is the aspect, she bechinas Yerushalayim. I was just in Yerushalayim the last few days, yeah, for many different reasons. And Baruch Hashem, you feel like over there, I was just by my Rebbe as well, the Talmud Rebbe. And it's very important. Like we go, the Melech B'Sadeh is also to go to your Rebbe during this time. So for Breslovers, they usually by the end of Elul they're in Uman already, and they can say Tikkun Klali by the Rebbe of Yom Tov. It's a big avoda. It's a massive thing. Tikkun that goes on, or Tikkun Olami. You can say it here as well. At the same time they're saying it there. But the concept is that you go by the Rebbe, whoever your Rebbe is. Chabadniks go to 770 or the oil. Everyone has their place. Yeah, we're going to be Rav Shlomo over here. And we're going to be the aspect of Yerushalayim, the aspect of receiving these new mochin. And it says, K'mo shekosav Malchei Tzedek Melech Shalem. So Malchei Tzedek, he was the Melech of Shalem. Targuma Malcha de Yerushalayim. He was the king of Yerushalayim. Because at that point, Yerushalayim wasn't called Yerushalayim, it's called Shalem. Why Shalem? Because it hadn't got the aspect of Yira. The revelation of Yira hadn't been revealed yet. When did it get revealed? With Avram and Yitzchak. Then we had the concept of Yira. It says again many times over there and where did they do that? In the Mokum of the Mikdash, the base of Mikdash Yerushalayim, the Holy of Holies. So they were over there with the whole Kedes Yitzchak. That's when the concept of Yira came down, and Yira together with Shalem became Yerushalayim.
Anyone say anything about like Yerusha, like that we received?
Received it like an inheritance. That's also it is brought down Nachla. In the Parshas Re'eh, or not even before, Akev. The Akev or Re'eh? Someone, I think it's Re'eh. Parshas Re'eh, it says Nachla. Use the Lashon of Nachla. and the idea that Nach is also a concept of inheritance, like a portion. And the idea of Emuna, as it's written in this, the righteous city is called Nemana, a place of belief. This is the aspect of night. So we already learned this before, and you will have Emuna in the nights. The bechinas pashta arai. So we already said this before. The clear form of learning is connected, is an aspect of this Emuna in the nights, having belief in the night. And belief is not a good translation. Intrinsic knowledge of Hashem in the night. And Hashem will bring and darken those who understand because of the choshech kol laila, because we know that choshech is called laila, it's called night. The night is something connected to darkness, lack of clarity. So what do you do in that situation? You have Emuna. You learn Torah and you have Emuna to Shema. You're listening, trying to listen deeper and deeper to find out what does Hashem want in this darker moment, in this place of night, of cover up, and you're seeking out the Emuna, you're seeking out deep within, you're seeking deep in your life. And this is the small light, and we know that what's the small light is either the Levana, but here it's saying Kamosh Kosov Ir Katana, the small city, Kamosh Kosov it's more cotton Mamsheles Halayla. And the small light is the one that rules at night. What's that? The moon, Levana. Originally the moon and sun were equal, and when Mashiach comes they will be. But the question from the Levana was why should it seem like the sun's ruling? Why shouldn't I also rule? Why can't I be, there was this whole feeling of like Megilli, like I needed some kingship or queenship, how we call it. So Hashem made it, as we know, we made the whole Indian of Kiddush Levanas to fix that, but made the moon small. So it's known as the small light. And this aspect of Emuna goes together with that, because there is light, but it's small. And there are many aspects of receiving the light of the face, because there's the idea of receiving the seichel, this intellect, from the light of the face of the Torah. Because how many faces are there to the Torah? Ki shivim panim the Torah. There's 70 faces of Torah. And this is what I was saying today. When you go receive the Rebbe, I went to the Rebbe today, my Rebbe, the Talmud Rebbe, and he received the face of the Tzaddik. And his main Likutei to me today, once again, is generally this. Is Simcha, and it's interesting because my son Aaron Yosef is his first year. He's going to Uman. This is straight from my family came as well, and he gives out honey to everyone. And he's never been to Uman, Aaron Yosef, the one who domins over there with the pears and everything, and the hat. So his son said to him when he walked in, he said he made him give out the honeys, and then he said Aaron Yosef, being a Breslov can also mean you can be B'Simcha. So he said to him, Rebbes, they have a sense of humor. Now he's from Chernobyl, he's Masorah. Chernobyl weren't like best friends with Rebbe. He doesn't learn Rebbe Nachman of Rebbe. But he's always giving me a bracha to go to Uman, and he's very Mechabed Breslov, even though he himself is not. But he said to my son, you can be Breslov and you can also be B'Simcha. So he said to him, and then my son was like, whoa, Tati, did you mention I'm going to Uman? I said, no, I don't think I did. So he said, how did he know that I'm going to Uman this year? And he called me a Breslov, and every year I've been dominated by him. So it was very interesting that he sort of just knew it. That's where he's going to the Tzaddik and Breslov and Uman. And Tzaddikim Tzaddik Mazbilo upon him.
He's going to Uman?
My son, yeah. And my other son as well, Menachem Dov, the tall one with the long, thin pace. Yeah. He's going to Uman as well. My oldest son would be there as well. He would not have missed Uman all these last 3 years. The only reason he's missing it because he's with the army. That's it. Yeah. This will be his last year that he'll probably miss Uman, in my opinion. For Shana. After that, I think my son would be there every year.
If they need anything, have them look me up, and it'd be all right.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'll tell them. They've already got some contacts with Shina's people, so because they'll have some food and stuff. I need to send a reminder to Ellie.
Good food.
Yeah, and we'll get them hooked up there. Because Tzaddik Mazbilo upon him. Azai Mekabel Seichel Chadash, Neshama Chadasha. And then they receive this new Seichel and this new soul. Ki Ika Seichel more upon him. And the main Seichel lights up the face. The wisdom of a person lights up his face. Now this is something you have to think about. Say you have a chiyuv sort of, I don't know if it's a chiyuv deraisa, but it's a chiyuv based on Pirkei Avos, based on Torah, to save upon him yafis. So we all have to work on it. Smile more. Vorish is very big on it. My Rebbe is very big on it. He wants people to smile, be happy, be with Simcha, give over Simcha. This is not your property in a way. It's public property. It's brought down. Shit's a rabbit. It's other people, and you have to shine a little bit more. We all need to work on it. I need to work on it big time. My son always says, my youngest son, when I walk in the house, Shabbos night, he goes like this to me, and he says, smile. And he's 100% right. Coming a bit serious, I'm shul from the shlem.
He's always going to smile.
Yeah, but the sefer, it says, the wisdom of a person, it lights up his face. And the way you get that light out, like a menorah, is you have to bring chokhmah, and chokhmah's connected to Shem and Zayas, and you have to light yourself up, you're shining out. That's what the world needs right now, more than ever. It needs a smiling, shining face. It can, just watching one of these YouTubers, excuse me, I'm bringing this here, but it's connected. And he was doing a 100-mile marathon. Crazy. In one time. No sleep, no nothing. 100-mile marathon. Crazy. Anyway, in a mountain. It was even more crazy. Mountain, elevated. And there was loads of people doing it, but he needed a whole team, a whole situation to get him through the whole experience and get there. The one person sent him Chizzuk. Yeah, there's non-Jewish people, but there's a pneumatic. And he played that the most. One, he's quite a famous guy, but the Nakuda was that he said that he smiles. He constantly smiles whenever he's doing these kind of pushing himself out of his comfort zone. He smiles, and the dopamine and the energy he gets from the smile gives him the ability to go ahead. So he said, throughout the marathon, you need to smile more. So I was thinking that's exactly what we need to do in the marathon of life. If we smile more, we'll get that boost that will keep us going. And as the Baal Shem Tov says, someone a yid that smiles, Hashem will give him what to smile about. So where's the awe coming from Chokhmah? But it has to manifest in Simcha. It goes together. He's not saying that exactly here, but it going together with Emuna. And I went to Rav Orish, I said, my Rebbe talks a lot about Simcha. And Rav Orish, he talked a lot about Emuna. Rav Orish once said to me, he said, it's all the same Bechina. Emuna, Simcha, so we're learning about Emuna here, with Chokhmah. It's the same Bechina. It should bring Simcha. And that's the point. It should light up your face. Okay, I think that's pretty much today's learning.
Yeah,
and Hashem should give us koch. Like, we mentioned the Meir Lublin, the Torah that he's given us by pushing us to learn Daf Yomi. The Torah, we should learn it with that kind of energy. That it should bring simcha to our family. It should make us serious, overly serious. It should bring us more happiness. And that kind of light will, Yismach, Yisrael, will bring Mashiach. Yismach is always Mashiach. And that kind of joy will bring the Gula Shlema. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Kol Torah Kula as well, together.